Hello to YouTube. Are we back? Hello. Is that better? Okay, good. Okay, that's great. That's on ultra low latency. Right, hello. If you're just joining because I've started the stream again, we just need to redo it because of latency issues. Hope you're all good. Yes, we're playing WoW again. We are on the Priest, and I'm feeling a little bit aimless, I'll be honest. There are so many people in the world right now that it's quite difficult to find quests to do. Like everything is farmed out like a real, just a lot. Like, where's the sub button? Like, you can't sub to me on Twitch because we're not to that point yet. Sadly, we've got a lot of work to do for getting us the Twitch numbers up. I'd hope so. Nick DeLang, hello. You're playing your first ever priest. Nice. Are you enjoying it? Priest is one of my favorite classes of all time, so I'm glad to be back playing it. It feels very, very familiar and comfy to me. How was my Monday? It was all right. Oh, did we get the thing? We did. It was kind of busy with work. Um, but yeah, work was good. You know what? I am tired. You've mostly been spamming dungeons, so a little bit burnt out. Yeah, I think you need to get like a good balance of dungeons and like outside world stuff. Um, Jamie, I think I am. I don't feel my usual self, so but we'll be all right. We'll do some chill WoW gaming for a bit. Oh my, hey Scout, not the best time to interrupt the stream. Jamie, you did not have to do that. 5 gift subs. Oh my god, dude. Well, hopefully the people who get them will be very happy with that. I really appreciate that, man. Mr. O Peaches. Tyler Collins. Look at all these people getting subs. Oh, Nick, you got one. Nice. Well, Nick, that means you can now use the custom emotes. I hope you enjoy them. Hey. Thank you very much, Jamie. You're a legend. Much love. Keep doing what you're doing, even when the days that feel. Oh man, thank you. That's lifted my spirits. I appreciate that. I'll be good. I'll be good. Kind of wondering whether to do like a dungeon or something. Last time we played was Nax in Wrath Classic. As a feral DPS, a priest is very different. Oh yeah, I bet. Nax is one of my favourite dungeons of all time. Back in original Wrath, I did it a lot, and I'm kind of looking. I missed out on not anniversary, but I missed out on Classic 2019 Wrath. So that would be like a nice if they do go into Wrath. I'd very much enjoy doing that. Okay, is he here? No, that means the escort is happening. But we can kill some of these guys. It was the first raid you ever did and you were floored. Wow, it's a hell of an introduction. Have you been... Did you play Anniversary Vanilla? Why are you attacking me? You just got back into the game the week in the pre-patch. Nice, okay. Got you. Okay, there we go. That was a bit dicey, to say the least. Nice big greater heal will get us right back and drink some of our morning dew. Have you been enjoying pre-patch, and are you looking forward to TBC? Oh, where are you guys going? Still trying the different classes to see what's the best fit with you. Fair enough. Where about are you playing? Where are you? Where are you chatting from? Looking forward to playing TBC again with some WoW experience. Yeah, hell yeah. You're in New Zealand. Nice. I think you're the first New Zealander spoken to in chat. We do get a few. Oh god, we do get a few Aussies in here every now and then. But nice. Glad to meet you, Nick, and I hope you stick around. I do scripted World of Warcraft content as well. If you want to hear me more rambling about a 21-year-old game, I've actually got a video planned for release, hopefully tomorrow. Jamie, please stop spreading that emote. You're an agent of chaos. Who's this? Mateus. With the face orange biting nails. Okay, hello. Oh my god, everyone's doing it. David, focus on the roads. Don't be spamming. Don't be spamming dents. I need to get like a subscriber goal or something, don't I? Or like a donation goal for like the release of the dent. Driving and denting is perfectly fine. Well, sometimes you drive and then you end up with a big dent. Joel, hello, my friends. Nice to level 52. Yeah, it's been going well. It's slowed down a little bit. I'll be honest. Oh, nice. Where are we? Nick, you're working, so you'll be in the background. I found you from your casual class guide. Oh, thank you. Um, you know what? I was really nervous about that video because I am admittedly a veteran of the game, but I don't have like in-depth mechanical knowledge of every single class and all stuff like that. Which is why I would never try and make a video like that because it would be not faithful. Let me put my teeth in. Faithful of the kind of WoW player that I'm in. So yeah, but I'm glad that it resonated with people. I was worried that people would just be like, "This is not useful at all. Like, why would anyone watch this video?" Joel, you still haven't got to 20. Oh my god. Any closer to finding out what class it's going to be? Okay, there must be. I need 5 more silk cloth as well. Damn. Okay, we can probably get that. Has any dropped? Some has dropped. Okay. So fun to have a different perspective on picking classes via vibe. I'm a player that gets sucked into wanting to play the meta, but always regress to what's fun. Nice reminder. Oh, thank you. Just got a level 60 in the guild, so I was just congratulating them. Let's go see if it's any quieter. Back in the main bit, it was. And it was before. My god, my brain's not working. Sorry, guys. Come on. Get with it, MIDI. Okay, we need loads of lava spiders, but not those ones, apparently. Going to boost the priest, I'm pretty sure. Going to level through classic on the hunter for gold making. Yep. Still though want to main a pally, but it will take me forever, I'm sure. You've got this. And paladin is a load of fun to level. Yeah, and if you're having fun, then like Joel, like you said, Joel, if you're having fun, then what's the complaint? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people who play this game for hours and hours and have zero fun with it. So you're winning there, I would say. Okay, so it doesn't look. I was going to say it doesn't look too farmed out, but maybe it does. Oh, welcome back, Chelsea. 16 minutes. And it should be it should be a lot more quicker to respond now. Good lord. You blew it. You didn't blow it. Okay, hold on. 5. Oh, that didn't work. Fair enough. Can I do it through YouTube? I was going to. What if I do it through this? Uh, do 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 do. Here we go. Mr. Truzo, you find it hard to be a healer on WoW. What do you find difficult about it? Or why don't you enjoy it? You need to debuff. Yes, you do. So, what do you prefer to do? Are you a DPS guy or a tanky guy? Right, I'm testing you guys how much you want to see the dent. We've set a goal. Completely just missed my mouth then. DPS, but if we need a tank, I can be the tank. Fair, 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 fair. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're good. The world of Warcraft is desperately uh, missing tanks. I think it's fair to say. I bet you if we have a look in Sunken Temple here. Let's do it by, let's say, Sunken Temple. Not one tank. Looking for Sunken Temple. What about Marathon? Nope. Blackrock Depths probably will have one or two. Nope. If you want to get into dungeons, roll a tank. I think that WoW has done a great job at making all the healers feel very different. I would agree. Actually, the game always suffer of low population. Yeah, it always does. Do you think tanks or healers are more in demand? Absolutely, tanks, 100%. What tanks are we missing? Um, Are you talking about in the guild? Trozo, are you a guild member? I'm getting confused. Oh, in general. Ooh. So there'll be a million and a billion tanks. I promise you. It's sorry, paladins. They are, they properly come online in TBC, and everyone considers it to be like the best one. So people play that. I would say like either a warrior or a druid. You'll. I like healing bear tanks as well. Um, and bear tank, I would say, is a more simple rotation. You're pretty much just swiping everything that you see. What's this here? Oh shit, it's that down there. Yeah. Don't take my. Oh, you. God damn you. Right, we'll focus on. No, this isn't even the spiders we want. There's just so many people. Your brain is it? Well, I think priest is. There's a lot to do, but basically it's. So this is my healing bar. Uh, so I have my renew, and I have my different heals. So I've got my big greater heals, and I have a downranked version of that, and then I've got two downranked versions of heal. I've got a flash heal, and I've got a prayer of healing. You prefer the bonk classes? We all like a nice bonk, don't we? What we on? That's what we want. I'm considering going down into the depths. There's just too many. Yeah, you know what we're gonna do? Do we have the? We don't have the quest to kill those lizards, do we? No. When do we get that? I wonder. Got no taskmasters. Man, it is busy. Okay, let's drop down here and have a look. We want to drop down here. See if it's a little less busy. Here's my guess. We're going to come around this corner and this is going to be camped. And if by magic... Oh god, this is miserable. We can at least get this. Layer... Layer 10, let's see. They're... Yeah, they need to make more layers if that is even something they can do. Maybe we can get invited? Okay. Okay. I hope so, Jamie. I really hope so because um it's been a struggle. Hey! Oh my god, it is, right? I mean, and that was when there was more, servers. They've got to do something. It's either going to be a case of they need more mega servers or they need more layers because I don't think it's going to work. Honestly, to the point where I'm not really that bothered if I don't get to 60 for the release. Because I don't want to just be fighting, 60,000 people for a tag on a Hellfire boar. Not exactly how I want to spend my time. Either that, or we'll do some guild runs of Hellfire ramparts and stuff. Uh, Thank you, Nightbot. Okay, we can get some of the slavers at least down here. I think all of your guilty members plan to pre-quest then dungeon spam past the first couple of zones. I get it. I'm not really one to fall into that whole let's rush, rush, rush mechanic. Or not mechanic, but like idea, that frame of mind. Um, but with the way things are going and with the servers, maybe just to get past that initial rush, I mean, it may well be worth it. Coiled, hello. Chelsea, thank you. A super chat is a chat that gets highlighted due to obviously there being a little bit of monetary value to it. And we've set a goal basically that if in the next 48 minutes, if 5 super chats come through, then I will release the dent upon the world. You can see my silly hair dent. Because I used to give it away for free, but am I going to grind full rank 14 gear after 60? Am I F word? Like, there is not there is not a chance. I will do I might do a little bit, but mostly I will just maybe run some dungeons, get some fairly decent stuff, and that'll be fine. I don't know if I want to put myself through the hell of um, a day and days upon days of Alterac Valley and stuff. So if I could get like the weapon or something like that, then yeah, maybe. Um, but I think that's about it, and I'm happy with that. But Cupcake, thank you for the super chat. I very much appreciate it. Let's go hand to question. So you know how you can like don't. Okay, so let me show. You know what? I'll send you a screenshot. Okay, on Discord. Jamie Doherty. Um, hold on. Where is my Cupcake DMs? I know we don't DM a lot. There you are. So the super chat came up in that really bright color. So it's basically a way of viewers to like, if they really want something red, and you attach your donation to it as well. So it's a way of supporting streamers as well as sort of like, um, I don't know, getting a bit of interaction. But because we're quite a small community at the moment, you get the interaction anyway. So it's more of just a little thank you and a tip, I suppose. Everyone look, yeah, exactly. I'm special. You think you're special? You do. I can see it in your eyes. I can see it when you laugh at me. I better stop, or YouTube will think that it's actually Limp Bizkit playing on my stream. Thank you, Joe. Just call me Fred Durst. Okay, what are we doing? We're handing stuff in. And I feel like I've gone too far. My brain is not firing on all cylinders this evening. Do I use Voodoo frames? No, I don't. I use the standard the standard frames, but I think when I healed in Classic WoW, I did use Voodoo. I think I used Voodoo, yeah, when I was healing in Classic WoW anyway. But I think for when I was playing as the mage, happy, I just used normal frame raids. Frame raids. Okay. At least we get some decent XP from there. There we go. What the flux completed. Okay. Can I not speak to one of you to sell stuff? Am I losing my mind? Where's the seller? Is it you?
Talk to me.
Yeah. Talk to me. Okay. Finds when equipped. That can go, that can go, that can go.
Very good.
Let's see. Is everything still farmed out? Man. We can go somewhere else, I suppose, but like, I imagine it's all going to be like real busy. We could do Fellwood. I imagine Fellwood's pretty farmed out. Ungoro. Okay, probably not the best idea taking on 2 as a priest, but um, I'd rather get the tags. Do that. That should finish you. Little shield. We get resisted. Okay, that's a few slavers at least. Obviously, the other option is maybe they could turn on rapid respawns or make it so, like in retail, where you can tag mobs. And even if you don't get the tag, as long as you get some kind of damage on it, then you get the reward for it. But I imagine a lot of the no changes people would be very annoyed with that as well. Don't change my 20-year-old game I've already played 3 times. Now, the big problem is going to be the Dark Iron Smiths, because they drop 1 item. It's a 1 out of 1 item quest reward. I believe the Steam Smiths do them. And the drop rate is incredibly low. So I imagine, unless we get super lucky, we're going to be like maybe hard stuck on them for a while. It's all very fun playing World of Warcraft. We need spiders still. Any up here that we can tag? I'm guessing no. They've got to do something. They have to do something. If you just think of it from like a game design perspective, what does like having slow respawn rates add to the experience? You know what I mean? So we're just running around, stupidly, not achieving anything. Obviously, we're not getting any XP. What, from a game design point, does that add? Does that add value to the game experience? I would say no. Now, I'm not saying it should respawn straight away, and there should be like a million corpses everywhere. But surely there is a balance that would make sense from, once again, a game design perspective. That would mean more people would be having fun. Because obviously we've got that guy running around there. I mean, this isn't even that badly. Maybe by the time Wrath Anniversary comes around, I might be able to get at least one character win game stuff. Honestly, I think you can do it, Joe. Like, oh my gosh, okay. Right, if we get lucky, it's only ever happened on one character where this has dropped first time. The chances of this happening are very low. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, are very low, so that's a shame. It could have been amazing, but Joel, I believe in you. I think you can do it. Oh, okay. One's come back there. Maybe we'll get another one, but he's going to get the tag on it, isn't he? You little monkey. Way too much multitasking. Okay, these are just taskmasters, but you know what? I'll take it. Sweet XP, thank you. Bloody hell, Nightbot. Maybe 20 minutes was too quick on the hydration, but we do want to keep hydrated. I don't want that to be like every half hour or like every hour, and we're all little dry boys. Let's see if we get lucky here. Let's try and layer to like, I don't know. I'm just gonna do random 4. Okay, no 4. How about 6? How about 10? How about 3? Don't think we've layered yet. There we go, and there are people camping this as well. It's probably worse, if anything. Holy shit. No, take me back to layer 7. I just don't know what to do. Blackrock Depths will take ages. Oh, Jamie, it's just it there's every layer everywhere is just camped. It's do you know what like it just stands around. Every single layer is like this, and it's it just doesn't feel that fun. It's not that well, to be honest, I haven't really looked properly for a dungeon. I did some Contemple today. Do I want to do it again? I mean, I don't mind. You know what? Let's queue ourselves for a flipping dungeon. I sound excited, don't I? I'm sorry. These are not midventures vibes. We should be chill, and having fun. But when there's no fun to have because everything's farmed out, it's a bit frustrating. Guess we go try somewhere else. Ugh. Night, Chelsea. Love you. Thank you again for the tip and the super chat. I appreciate it. And the membership. Oh, God. See if we can go get some spiders or something. Heal ST. Sure. Sure. Okay, we're doing some Contemple. Well, that's if we can get, if we can get a tank. Sure. I think in general there is a VAT. They keep trying now to a pack of. Yeah. I wonder what it is. Is it a full moon? Moon tonight. No, it's a waxing crescent, apparently. There's something in the air tonight. That's fine. We can be all little discouraged boys together. Finding a tank is not going to be easy. Exactly. Positive regard and all that. Yeah, sure. Okay, okay, okay. Got some spiders there. That's all right. We don't need these big boys. Do I boost the warrior enjoy? I wish it wasn't so expensive to boost, man. Sorry, why am I so complaining tonight? You, as long as you believe in me, Joel, then I will always endeavour. Oh, well, there you go. When you believe in me, it helps for sure. Oh, well, we should all believe in each other and support each other in this community. Kind of what my next video is about, actually. I'm worried that's going to come across as a bit pretentious, which it's really not meant to, or a bit like preachy. But I really want. Well, firstly, I think so. The premise of the next video is kind of about the WoW Classic community and how I think some of the criticism towards it is fair and just, but a lot of it comes from the way players behave when they're not playing the game. So when they're on forums or when they're on subreddits and stuff like that. Um, kindly check Discord. Okay. So, Jamie, do you mind me responding on voice, or do you want me to type back? I don't mind talking about the the money side of it. That's fine. So it may have not updated yet. Let's have a look. And memberships. So it may not have. It may have not updated. Memberships apply. What is the cut of gifted subs YouTube? It's 70%, so it's fairly decent. So, and you gave, what was it? I imagine, well, I certainly hope you only gave tier ones. Um, so YouTube is actually pretty good with this kind of stuff. Like, um, and the way it works, so for your first payment, you have to reach, this is only UK, obviously, money, £60 before you get your first payout. I think that's to try and stop, well, I don't know why. I guess if you decided to like make loads of channels and earn like £5, £5, £5, £5, £5 over and over again and make money that way, maybe that's why. Um, So I don't. How do I show my um, overview? YouTube analytics to find month. Okay. Sorry, this is not very exciting. um, estimated revenue last 90 days. It's about halfway there. Um, so obviously it's all through generosity of memberships and like yourself, like doing like super chats and stuff. When we get to 1,000 subs and the videos get monetized, then it will be about obviously people's generosity, but also the actual blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it will be like the ad revenue as well. So that I guess that will go up naturally as well. I don't know how much you get from ad revenue actually, but at least the stuff like supers and all stuff like that, it seems to be fairly decent. Look at how long we're waiting for a tank here. Isn't that crazy? Like, I mean, there's a 49. Might be a little low. I'd say like 50. Well, it doesn't matter because that's who we're taking apparently. Hello. Okay, let's do some sunken temple. Big dingaling. Nice. Now, I've done most of the quests here, and I'm not. Oh, I'm getting summoned straight away. Okay, that's super cool. I've got 30 drinks, that should be enough. I may have got some other ones while leveling, maybe? Some moonberry juice? No. Okay, 30 we'll just have to do. Okay, let's do some Sunken Temple. This is more like it. So we're on 59.2 XP. Jamie, I will definitely forget that number. Could you make a note of that? I'd like to see what. Watch out for the hole. I'd like to see how much we get from this run. If we got like, I don't know, like if we got to like 70, I'd be like, yeah, that was worth it. Look at this big boy. So I did this over my lunch break with this amazing tank. I wish I'd added him to or her to socials because she just, you know what, it was a female character, so I'll just say she, but it could be either. She had, oh, remember the number 59.2%, please. I just want to remember how much XP we get. What was I saying? Thank you. And yeah, so she was great. Like, she just knew exactly where to go. She knew all the mechanics. She had this macro to uh, tell everyone when to do the summoning circle in the right order. So it was, yeah, it was very smooth. We'll see how this goes. um, after 6 deaths, you're only whereabout are you at the moment? You know what? If we don't do the bottom boss, I'm not too bothered. Richard Mountain's trying to tackle knolls above the city. They keep packing up. Oh, there are huge big groups there. I need to kill other P. Oh my god. This is the absolute opposite of the other run. Um, Joel, it might be worth like doing like a Dead Mines run or going elsewhere and maybe trying to get some XP that way. And then coming back. Is this what we want? I I'm a strong believer in uh bouncing to different areas to get to get ahead of the leveling curve instead of just bashing your head into like the same bits over and over again. You're fixing to have a cup of tea and you're a MIDI merch. Hell yes. Okay, so we clear all these, then come back and click it in right order. Summon boss below. Jump down. It makes your tea taste better. It's not scientifically proven, but I believe it does. Do I have my MIDI cup with me? I don't think I do. Oh, thank you. Yeah, there's two different ones now. Annoyingly, they're not on the same shop. So on the Streamlabs one is the one that David has, but there's also one with all the little emoji faces. I think that's on the YouTube one. So take your pick. Royal Mallet of the Eagle. That's worth nearly 3 gold just sold to a vendor. Holy moly. Not doing too bad for gold across the account. We've got 342 gold over everyone. I'm pretty happy with that. But I would always like more. Yeah. Okay, let's. I'm lagging behind because I needed to check something. Fine though, we're fine. Where is the Streamlabs link? That's a good point. Hold on. It's not that stream. Search. See if I can find it. Nice cloak, but I got it last time. Dashboard. Hold on. Sorry about this. Do merch store. Go to store. There you go. Actually, Jamie, could you do me a big favor? Could you maybe make that into a timed, well, not even a timed one, just a command? What have you seen? uh, I don't know what I would do. Oh my god, I nearly pasted the... No, don't paste that. I nearly just pasted the flipping merch into chat. I don't know. I want to paste the... This. Yes, that. Just randomly tell this party to buy my merch. Hey, thank you, Jamie. Okay. Desi, oh my god, I did not even see you in Twitch chat there. Hello, I hope you're good, friend. Yeah, we do. Hopefully we'll have it organized by then. I've got the order saved. It's just I. What are you doing, Nomeg? I don't know where you start. But we'll sort it. We will sort it. Hey, we did it. Okay, meet at no. And then yeah, you meet at the north pillar, and then we all jump down. Level 20, yes, all your troubles are solved. Oh no, Meg, I hope you got your. I hope you put your thingy away. Not your, obviously, by which I mean pets, not your you know, your little gnome thingy. Maybe that's why he panic soulstones me, because he realised. I mean, you don't have to clear all, but thank you for adding both. I appreciate it. Appreciate that, Jamie. Thank you very much. Get onto the paladin. There we go. Just realised that I haven't needed. Haven't needed. I haven't. Is that the right? I haven't needed to drink. Yeah. That. Why did that sound wrong in my brain? I think this is the first drink we've had. I think I'm convinced once I'm much higher level, I'm coming back for some serious revenge and slaughter these gnolls.
A feast on your bones.
I'll feast on your bones. So I've got both. I think they're about the same size. Uh, I'm not just saying this because, and I hope David can back me up. I'm not saying this just because obviously I'm selling it, but like it is good quality. Like the print's good quality, and like it's a sturdy mug as well, and it's a big mug. Like if you like a big cup of tea, then or a big coffee or whatever, then it is good. Um, all I will say is this, and maybe this will sway you. Obviously, when we first released that first mug back then, I wasn't working with any artists or anything like that. I couldn't, you know, it wasn't really like a monetary thing. Um, so that is obviously the Midventures font and the original Midventures little beady guy. That was made to that was made to AI. The YouTube one is a professional artist. So you know, it depends how you feel about that kind of stuff. Um, I like the original guy. I think he means a lot, you know, to the like the original feel of the channel. And I don't think it looks super like obvious AI stuff. You know, when you see like stuff where you go, oh, that is definitely just, you know, it still looks a little bit drawn and stuff like that. So I don't think it's awful, but like in the future, I will be using like proper art just because I feel a bit more, I don't know. I just feel better with that. But you know, when you're not making money from your channel and you want to do some stuff like that, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Right, I will be right back. It's time to use the new be right back screen. Woo. It's cool, isn't it? I really like it. She did a really good job. Um, Literally just listened to the brief that I wanted. I sent like kind of like the idea of the vibe, and she got it. I like foresty kind of stuff. I really like that. Well, you may have guessed by like, you know, the general feel of the channel. I'm not sure if my cabinet can fit another mug, but I can sure try to fit it. Oh, David, honestly, please don't feel like you have to. I mean, if you want to, I'm not going to say no, obviously, but you've been so supportive of the channel already. You know, I would never expect like, oh, you. I'm forcing you must. If you want to enter this live stream, you must send me a picture of your mug. Please don't edit that with like me saying Cox gun in game. To enter this live stream, you must send me a picture of your bottom. I bet that exists. I bet there's some streamers that do the stuff like that. You want to mod for me? Well, slide into my DMs. Check 2 minutes. Oh no. Gaia, shush. Would you like to hear? Sorry, my voice is going. Would you like to hear about our D&D session yesterday? something to talk about while we're doing this mindless dungeon. Obviously, Gaia is a player in it, so he knows it. I mean, maybe he can fill. Oh God! What? We're gonna have to chug a potion here. I will. Oh God! Oh God! Again, every detail. Okay, so I guess the overarching story is that myself, my character Citadel, who's a Warforged paladin, Guy's character, who is a Fire Genasi bard, but with like it's a I don't know how you describe like a dancer bard, and uses like melee like fists and kicking and stuff like that. Very like sort of floaty dancing fighting kind of style. And then we've got Soph, who's a mod as well here, who is a penguin called Shade, who's a rogue. Um, and were you throughout the history of the world, at different points in the history, we all died, and we were brought back by the god of death, basically because the god of death is kind of like misrepresented. Uh, no, I am a player in this. I'm a player in this campaign. I'm a. Before this, I was a forever DM for like a little group of people in person, but this is a Discord one. Our friend Alan is the DM for it. He pops in sometimes as well. Um, so yeah, it's been misrepresented by a cult. So they think it's all about undeath. Gaia has just hit level 60 on his warrior, so let's get some mid cheers, please, in chat. Hey, well done, Gaia. Um, so yeah, we were kind of we brought back. Firstly, we met the god of death, who was basically like, yeah, there's this cult. They're misrepresenting me. They're saying I'm all about necromancy and all of that stuff. Um, oh, Guy, I should also say Desi is in Twitch chat. I don't know if you've spoken to them. Um, but yeah. Um, so we loads of stuff has happened. I'm not going to recap the whole thing because we'll be here for ages. Um, but basically, there's also a church of the Golden Palm that is against necromancy and stuff like that. And we've been basically investigating it. We recently were in like a small town, helping with that, which got attacked by some undead hordes. Um, and so the start of this session, we had just come out of a mausoleum, and we just fought like a high member, a high level member of this cult who was like experimenting on bringing bodies back. Um, and basically this tunnel had come from there was this tunnel as well, sorry, next to the mausoleum, which had been tunneled from like a temple like quite far away, so it was a massive tunnel. We knew where it went because we had previously been in that temple and saw the other side of the tunnel, but obviously decided to take the forest roads. So the last session had ended with us hearing two voices down this hole about carrying bodies and cleaning up mess. And Tesney, which is Gaia's character, has a big crate of random potions and elixirs and stuff like that. And as we were walking away, she threw one behind her. We were hoping for it to be like a, bad guys don't look at explosions kind of thing. And we walk away and we feel, the hole explodes and stuff like that. However, the potion that they ended up throwing was a potion of, I don't know what you'd call it, potion of believing you're a horse. So one of them became convinced that they were a horse, and that's where it was ended. So um so we get down there and we speak to one of them who doesn't think they're a horse. And the other one is just like eating dirt and neat. I think. And an NPC that we've been working with comes down as well and helps us interrogate him. We get some information from him about where the cult could be. We think it's in one of the main cities, Bastion, buried underneath. Tom, the NPC, is doing like Russian roulette with like one bullet in his revolver. There's revolvers in this world, by the way, which is awesome. I love stuff like that. And obviously, the DM is rolling basically whether there's a bullet in the chamber or not. He does, I think, like 3 or 4 rounds. Until finally he gets shot in the head. Now, I should say, the way that we managed to apprehend this guy from running away, because he started running off down the tunnel. Once again, Gaia's character Tesney used the command phrase and shouted the word "come," and the guy collapsed to his knees, grabbing his crotch, and there was a wet patch there. I'm sure you can guess what happened there. And he he said he would talk if Tesney would do it again to him. He only peed. Yeah, well, I'm not sure about that with the look on his face. So that continued. Tesney then sat on top of him while he was on all fours, and it was very dominatrixy. I'll be honest. So yeah, we've got all that information, and we decide to leave, and Tom takes the horse-speaking man away. We go back to the local inn because it's kind of like our safe harbor and like where we've been like working from. We've got a good relationship with the innkeeper there, who's like a really good guy. He's also like a community, I don't know, like a valued member of the community. It's also where we've been sleeping. So we go back. There's been a big battle, by the way, while this has been going on, like undead versus the townsfolk and guards and stuff like that. Sadly, some people passed away. But yeah, so like, it was almost like a temporary like community center. So we kind of like had a little chat with people, helped up what we could, and then we went to bed. And during that dream, we got pulled into the realm of undeath, and the god of death was there and was basically saying, "Well done for everything you've done so far. Thank you for finding out where the cult is. Your next mission is to go there and basically eradicate them." my character Citadel is a Warforged, so doesn't need to sleep as long. So was up early, and she's in the process of learning how to cook. Even though she can't taste, she wants to like make food for people. Um, so this innkeeper, who's called Ardic, um, or as we lovingly call him, Harddick, uh, has been teaching Citadel to cook. But Citadel is she's a she's a good meaning person, or well, robot, whatever you want to call it. But she struggles in modern society. She's actually like very old. She's an ancient like warforged that had, I think, at like 2,000 years, maybe a bit more, from an ancient empire. So like mortals confuse her and intrigue her anyway, but like also like modernity does as well. So she doesn't really know how to talk to people, and is often a bit awkward, which is good because I'm quite an awkward person. Yeah, every Sunday. We miss some Sundays if there's real life stuff going on.
Rise up, Atalai! Rise up!
Um, so he'd been teaching me how to make an omelette, but Sistel was really struggling to learn how to crack eggs, but eventually got it, and then this time learned how to uh, learned how to cook a chicken soup. So it was peeling potatoes and stuff like that. And by the time that the others woke up, it was all ready. Um, let me just concentrate a little bit here. So yeah, we had some food. We said our goodbyes to like Arctic and stuff like that, and then we decided to head out for Bastion, which was about a 4-day walk. So we started talking about can we get some like steeds and stuff like that. So I hit level 5 the previous session, so I had find steed. So I summoned my awesome mechanical robotic camel, um, and our rogue penguin. uh, we've also got a pet direwolf. So she was riding that, but we needed something for Tesney. So we spoke to Tom, who had taken the horse guy in, and what had happened overnight is he didn't just think he was a horse, but he was turning into a horse. So when we turned up to the stable, there was a horrific half-human, half-horse monstrosity that became Tesney's steed. Um, and the picture that we got generated was just awful, like just a nightmarish thing, which is called horse face, even though it's got a human face. And we all saddled up and we headed off towards Bastion. Now on the way, I think it was a couple of hours in, um, we heard a scream from the forest, and we decided to head that way and see what was happening. There was a teenage girl, Ginger, tied up to a tree with two displacer beasts like snarling at her. So we got into some combat and dealt with that fairly simply. we've got like a good balance of like combat. So Citadel is a shield and sword and shield. Well, she uses a warhammer and shield. She is the tank. Tesney is like a DPS slash support, and Shade just basically throws daggers everywhere and kills people. So we got that dealt with. Tesney helped the young girl get free, and that brought her into initiative. And we found out that she actually has magical abilities as well, which was interesting. So she helped with that. We killed the 2 displacer beasts, and we were then told by her that she ran away because a group of bandits were asking for a toll to use the road. She didn't have any money, so they chased her. We said, come along with us, we'll help you. She'd lost her bag as well. The bandits had taken it. We said we can help with that. So we got back, we put the girl onto the back of the camel, and we headed off down the road. We had a chat. During that time, Citadel started talking to the young girl about eggs, because she mentioned that she liked cooking. And I'd forgotten that Citadel had actually bought some eggs and had left them in her bag. When she opened the bag, they'd all been smashed apart and were broken. So she was all really annoyed about that, and basically, I think at one point just shouted, "I hate eggs," which was really good. Luckily, Tesney knows prestidigitation, so like managed to clean a bit of the bag out for me. So that was continued. It was all, we were having a good laugh, and then we met some bandits, which were the bandits that were asking for a toll. They were asking for far too much money. We said absolutely not. And we basically said, where's the bag? We want the bag. It'd already been taken to the main bandit camp, to the Bandit King, and they wouldn't tell us. He wouldn't tell us where that was. So Tesney threatened to basically used deception and said, if you don't, I will turn you into a horse monster the way I turned the last person, and then showed them the horse, and he was horrified. That worked, and it let us have Jeff lead us. So yeah, the guy was called Jeff, the bandit, to the bandit camp. So it's a bandit camp, sort of built round the mouth of a cave, and it was kind of decided that we'd have to be sneaky. Citadel is not sneaky. She's a 6'6" like mechanical, war machine basically. She has like minus to her stealth rolls. So Citadel, the girl, and the direwolf, who was called Fang, we stayed and basically kept guard, and Tesney and Shade went into the camp. Rolled really well on their sneaky stuff and managed to get all the way into the cave. They did that by putting Shade into Tesney's backpack, and then we'd previously got a mask of many faces from a previous encounter, so Tesney was pretending to be Jeff, and they managed to get to like the guard that was just outside. Just outside where the Bandit King was. Tesney had to do some Jeff impressions. Nearly got sheltered. Well, did get sheltered up by the head guard there. They all dislike him because he snores very loudly and they can't sleep. But anyway, managed to get through to the main bit, and in the main bit where the Bandit King is, there was loads of like people sewing, and we found that they were actually sewing Displacer Beast cloaks. And yeah, so Tesney slash Jeff brought some more thread for them, but they hadn't asked for more thread, so it got all like, confused, and they started having like a mini argument. However, this caused enough of a distraction for Shade to get out the bag and go and look at the pile of spoils that had been donated to the king of the bandits. So yeah, and I think she managed to find it. However, what happened was the bandit king, was getting really annoyed with Jeff slash Tesney and started talking to him and went over and was like, "What the hell are you doing? Fuck off," basically. um, and but obviously was distracted, which was good. However, and she'd managed to, I think, crawl back into the bag. However, the Bandit King grabbed the bag first instead of Gaia because he was like, "No, this is." Um, so Shade got thrown into a pile of, I don't know, loot. And we were kind of like, "Oh shit, what do we do?" Or at least Tesney was thinking that. Decided the best thing to do would be to leave and regroup and sort of kind of hope that Shade would be able to sneak out by night. We overheard that a group of death hunters who work for the Golden Palm were going to come and meet the bandits at 10 p.m. And Tesney managed to get back to the rest of us. She came back to Citadel, having a very awkward conversation with the girl, basically asking, "Do you like eggs?" and just awkward stuff. And that is where the session ended. So the next session is the next will be to either get Shade out or hope Shade gets out on her own, and then plan how to get the bag back and what to do with the bandits, and then get to Bastion. And that was our D&D session. I hope that was at least somewhat interesting. Look how small this guy is. I should drink a knock and fogger. What are we going to get? We're a skelly boy. This has been going. Oh my god, my voice is absolutely going. Speaking of going, this has been going really well. nice group of people as well. I think I was talking about what the next video was going to be, wasn't I? And I guess this is it's kind of appropriate because this is what I experience most of the time. I would say like 90% of the time. Um, it's people just being supportive of each other. Maybe not even overtly like kind and supportive. Some of these guys have been really cool, but just like chill and like, yeah, this is what we need to do. You know, very rarely is it like people like slandering each other and all of that stuff. And now it might be because like, hey, it's low stakes. You know, we're just in a leveling environment. It doesn't really matter that much, I suppose. And obviously, more toxic kind of stuff comes up when you're doing like end game stuff or you're doing PvP where there's competition. But I think the WoW Classic community often gets painted in like a bad light because of how WoW players act when they're not in the game, and by that I mean like on subreddits and on forums and stuff like that. You know, sometimes like if you've been on the Classic WoW subreddit, you'll know what I mean. Like it can be pretty. Be pretty gross. Um, so the video is basically going to be discussing the Classic WoW community. You know, is it as toxic as like some other communities, and why is that? Why do where does toxicity come from, and how can we like be better as a community? Because I think what a lot of people think is like a gaming community is this like nebulous thing that none of us can control, and it's like, oh, the community. But what you've got to remember is each one of us who plays this game is the community. We are part of that, so our actions and what we do influences that, and it ultimately influences how that community gets looked at. And what I think it comes down to is WoW has the opportunity, or gives you the mechanics and tools to create smaller communities within a larger community, such as the guild that we're in at the moment, Feeling Cute. One of the main reasons that I'm enjoying WoW so much at the moment is because I've got this great little tight group of friends who are supporting each other, and even if stuff goes bad, are just like, yeah, whatever, you know, we're gonna just be supportive, and you know, we've been running our alts through dungeons for each other and sending mats to each other, and like I sent a lot of new players like a bit of gold and a tabard and stuff like that. That's like that's community, right? So the more of those like communities there are, I think the better the overall community will feel. Because I was thinking, like, I was comparing it to other communities, right? I know I've used the word community like a million times. Other gaming spaces, like, that are known to be toxic, such as League, Overwatch, Call of Duty, FIFA, Counter-Strike, you know, all known to be... And it's because, you know, they're all highly competitive games. But and they're all games that I've played throughout my life. Now, the only one of those games, I mean, I played a little bit of League, but the other ones I played like a lot of. I used to play a lot of FIFA. I used to be a basic bitch FIFA boy. Played some Counter Strike, played a lot of Overwatch, played a lot of Call of Duty. The only one of those games I still play to this day is World of Warcraft. And I was thinking, like, why is that? You know, why did I stick with WoW and not the others? Now, part of it could be gameplay and gameplay mechanic decisions, and the fact that um, I don't agree with maybe how some of the games have turned out. But I think what it is that with WoW, there's a 1 to 60, or what's going to become 1 to 70, and this is WoW Classic, I should say. It doesn't really apply to retail, but is an opportunity. I think the game world is designed this way to build bonds between players naturally. You need, I need these other four guys and gals to do this dungeon, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do it. Groups out in the wider world as well, you need, otherwise you can't do like some of the epic quests and stuff like that. Raids and stuff like that. It's kind of this natural thing. It's not, and it's not forced either. Like, when like, and you see it because when group finder, like the automatic group finder, gets introduced in Wrath. I believe I already got that. Yep, that's the exact same drops as last time. When that happened, and suddenly you were just given 4 other people, and you were teleported straight to the dungeon, people started chatting less, because suddenly you weren't relying on people in the same way. Obviously, you still need the people, but you weren't relying on people being communicative. Joel, thank you for hanging out. Enjoy work, and I'll see you very soon, dude. You're relying on a button and like a load of, programming in the background to match you with players. So, throughout this time, we're building like reliance on each other, but also you kind of need to be a good guy or gal while leveling, because if you're a twat, that can get around, and you can add people to your thing and be like into your ignore list or whatever, and be like, okay, yeah, this guy was a real asshole, and you just don't play with those guys anymore. So it kind of, even if you are naturally not a nice person, and I don't think that's a lot of people, but you have to at least try and pretend to be nice to get into groups and stuff like that. So I think there's a load of opportunity there for those bonds to get built. And I think that is why I continue to come back to WoW, because that opportunity is always there. And like, if you remember, we did Dead Mines, one of the first streams on Happier, and the tank was like nervous and messaged me and was like, I'm sorry if I'm a bad tank and blah blah blah. And I was like, dude, this is your time to to learn and stuff like that. Let me see if he's online. He's not online. He was called Time Flight. I've got him added on friends. He's now level 60. I checked in with him at about level 40. He was doing good. Someone could have, if you're new to something, and I bet this has happened in Dead Mines, right? I bet loads of people have left after a bad Dead Mines run, as in quit the game. Like, new players have just gone, I'm not playing this. Why would I play this stressy, stupid game? And be shouted at. Anyway, the point is, I think, the point I'm trying to get at is, all of those opportunities are there, right, for people to be able to build those bonds. Games like Overwatch, games like Counter-Strike, and all the ones we mentioned before, your first interaction with players and new players, if you're new or you're returning and playing the game, is a competitive environment. Maybe not necessarily, you're playing whatever ranked, but even if you're playing unranked versions of those games, it's still a competitive environment. So you've already got your backup because you need to perform. You've got 5 or whatever the stack is that you're against enemies. They're and they're pitted up to you as your enemies. So even if you still get annoyed with them naturally because if they're doing better than you or whatever, or you're gonna get mad. They're who you're against in this match. Then you're gonna be super hyper aware of your other players because once again you're relying on other players to play. Now, I'll get to a moment about how this gets circumvented, but I'm talking about if you were just like solo queuing and stuff. You end up maybe getting annoyed with like a player because I don't know, not playing correctly or whatever, and there's been no chance for any sort of social cohesion or social glue to get made. So players who just can't handle the fact that somebody might be new to their video game, how do they react? Well, they react with toxicity and slurs and just being horrible. Nice. And I think that makes the community deteriorate a lot quicker because there isn't those opportunities. So what ends up happening is people make Discord servers of people that they like. The Discord server that I'm in, like the community one, called Prestige. A lot of them they play League together, but that's because they all have the same sense of humor. They're all chilled. They're all like are somewhat pretty decent at the game. Some are really good at the game. Some are good at it. And even if like I wanted to play and I'm not good at League, they would take me aboard and be like, "Hey, um, let's give it a go." But outside of that, that doesn't really exist. Same with Call of Duty, same with Counter Strike, same with FIFA. It's basically first straight away. Other people in that community are either your adversaries or someone you need to rely on without any kind of teamwork ever building up. Um, so that's why I think the WoW community deserves some of the derision that it gets online, but I don't think it deserves all of it. I don't think it's as bad as people say it is. And I think there's a lot of opportunities to build good communities within WoW and in games in general. Um, and basically, that's what the video is going to be about. Sorry for ranting for a million years there. Oh, baby, yes. Let me get that rod, please. I will take that. Come on. Please win it. Oh, no, no, Meg, please, no. Of course. This character is cursed. She doesn't win anything. Oh, man. That's so good as well. Uh, balls. Big pendulous balls. You can tell I'm tired because I'm just chatting shit there. Okay. I'm going to say thanks all. I'm going to check about what percentage we were at. Was it what, like 52? Was it 52? $59.2. We're now on 88.9. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. We'll teleport. See if we've sold anything. Oh, it's Pratt McGruben sending me a heavy armor kit. A rugged armor kit. I will put that in the bank. Maybe one of my DPS friends might need it. Or tank friends, perhaps.
Good day to you.
Put that there. A few little hand-ins here in 6 plus 8. I will go hand that in at some point. But I think it's maybe time to finish the stream. Damn, you know what? I think this is maybe the first day in a long time that I haven't got a level on happier. That's a real shame, but everything was so farmed out. It was difficult. Okay. Yeah, we made a fair bit there. Let's see if we can sell any of this. Then it'll be time to say goodbye. Oh dear, none of this is going to sell, so that's probably all going to get sold to the vendor, which is fine. Okay, we'll sell this. Sell this. We need that. Don't need silk. Oh no, we do need silk for that quest. I bet we don't end up doing it, actually, but... Sell some of this. We need that recipe. That's okay there. One sec. Okay. Let's get here. Okay, guys and gals, thank you so much for tuning in to this live stream of World of Warcraft. The Human Priest happier, level 52. Would have been nice to get to 53, but, you know, them's the breaks. If you're watching and just lurking, thank you so much. To all the chatters in chat today, thank you very much. To everyone who has subscribed or given a like or just viewed a video or just hung out, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. To all the super chatters, thank you very much. Jamie, thank you so much for the amazing memberships that you gave out. That is incredible. I appreciate that very, very, very much. So let's do the membership call out. View my members, please. Here we go. If you want to be a member, please press the join button. There's different levels of it, and you can get the custom emotes in chat if you wish. Oh my god, storming music. So, and you also get shout outs at the end of videos and live streams. Here we go. Jamie Slayer, David Nelson 23, you're in chat. David, I love you, dude. Thank you for all the support. K-Side, Smaller Gaia, Andy Musi, Charm, Glitched, EXO, Lego Wife 1, Mad Adam is here, Stephen Dunn, Missy Mountain Gaming, Bishbro, It's Plebson. Thank you very much for all of the support. Oh, and the newest subscriber, Chelsea WD, Cupcake, as I know you as. Thank you very much. Nick DeLank as well. Thank you. No, I think you've got a membership one, which I'm going to talk, a gifted one, which I will do now. To anyone who was gifted one, Son of Horus, Zed, Jack Johnson, Savage All Days, Unsub Me, 2157, Terrence It, Dayjack, Jastal TV, Unscheduled Gaming, It's a Victim, David Gallagher, Mr. O'Peaches, Mark and Real, Tyler Collins, Bobby MC, and Nick DeLank. Thank you very much. Please make sure to thank Jamie if you ever come across him again for the gifted subs. I appreciate it very much. That is me done. Thank you very much. Take care. Love you all lots. And bye for now.